Galante. So I just watched the Joker trailer. For a film I wasn't all that bothered about. I just sat and it was on my phone, so I didn't even have the full effect on it. So again, the only thing that we'd seen beforehand were like him running from the underground wearing daft makeup and um, just walking for a bus or something like that. You know, it was just really images that you didn't really go with them. And as I say, I quite liked Gerard Leto's um, Joker, but we don't know how the film studios feel about it, especially when they're talking about Suicide Squad and everything else. Because Joker's big. Joker really is big. But I think there's also a lot of people that don't get the many sides of him and all the different phases he went through. Um, went from his very first creation uh, and how he was portrayed through the years. I think it was right up to the point of either the Killing Joke or the Death in the Family that really changed how he was perceived as and stuff like that, and it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. Anyway, so I watched the trailer, and of course it had that song "Smile, Though Your Heart Is Breaking" and everything else. I had that, and it showed you why he was wearing this sort of clown makeup, trying to make people laugh. So it's kind of got, it does sort of honour the Killing Joke and was like a washed up comedian or something like that. But it's more than that. I felt, I think that there were some scenes where it was just a kind of weird smile and this hopeless, pathetic character that we saw before us, and then knowing what he's then to be, and why he becomes what he is, because he doesn't want to be that pathetic loser that everybody stands on. And it kind of just, and you could tell by maybe the trailer that he fell in love, and who knows what happened to her. Maybe she ends up saying, who's this pathetic um, guy, and that really dings him. I'm not too sure how I feel about the Acme chemicals and acid sort of stuff. It's, when you watch like the Joker played by Heath Ledger, and it was like the makeup thing and stuff, and it was all that stuff about is his skin white, and everything else, and I don't know how I don't think it would bother me if the acid thing never happened, and if it is just makeup. Maybe he just feels more of a clown with the makeup on his face. Just like Batman with the cowl, he feels more like that person if he. I don't think it's anything like Two-Face. Without the makeup he isn't Joker, or anything like that. Without a cowl, Batman's not Batman. It's just that this is like his war paint. So I wouldn't mind if it was not really featured. But no, I'm eager to see this, and I can't see it, being for kids either. I don't think. I think there's what I can gather from the trailer. There's action is probably, there will be actions in it of him getting beaten up or something like that. But I think it's more of a psychological sort of journey that we're taking, which will be too old for kids to really get into. So yeah, I'm excited. I think this is a good step now. I'm surprised. I really am surprised. Again, I try not to make any presumptions on who's playing who and everything else, because we don't know what the director sees when he casts that vote. And this is the actor we want. Because when you see things like Lex Luthor, because of the cartoons, you want a big tall guy, bald head, or if you see the Joker, you want somebody skinny and everything else. So it doesn't for me, it doesn't matter on the appearance, on the looks and stuff. It just appears in how you're portraying them. And yeah, I'm giving this a big thumbs up. I can't wait to see it. And again, like I said in my previous video about the Avengers, is this is what makes DC great. Is if you get the film right, there is so many levels and depth to DC characters, and if it works in the standalone movies, excellent. Please, we all still want Justice League. We all still want another Superman movie. You know? So, this is DC Vigilante. That's my truth. Keep smiling.